Yo, so you're back in today, NFL Week 4 predictions. Now, the reason it's coming out late tonight, well, I was sitting here contemplating my life decisions as we went 6-7 in Week 3 of the NFL season. A ton of upsets to talk about. We learned a lot about a lot of teams. Let's get right into things. Again, overall record on the season is 29-16. If you guys like the series, please subscribe. Please smash the like button. Get the likes up. And game number 1, Cowboys at Giants. Now, we're doing not only the money line, we're also doing spread. Cowboys are -6. They're 6-point favorites heading to New York. Short week, Thursday Night Football. Now, the Cowboys, man, I thought they were trash. I was, coming from Mike McCarthy's head. Dak Prescott, most overrated, overpaid quarterback in the league. And then they finally started trying late in the game. It was disappointing. I mean, they really came out and played better in the third and fourth quarter, very late in the game. But really, they lost, man. They looked so bad early on. Ravens kind of frauds. We'll talk about that later. Give me the Cowboys by 6 in a bounce-back game. Hopefully, they can keep the momentum from the last half against their Week 3 opponent. Next game up, we got Bengals at Panthers. The Carolina Panthers. I lost some money, guys. I'm not going to lie. I bet heavy on the Raiders early in the week, and then lo and behold, Bryce Young gets sent to the Shadowland. Never to be seen ever again, which is a good thing because Andy Dalton, I knew he was a man on the mission, came in, Red Rocket, very, very impressive. Joe Burrow and the Bengals, haven't seen him yet on Monday Night Football. This is being made during Sunday Night Football. I really don't see a world in which I wouldn't choose the Cincinnati Bengals here unless Burrow gets injured. Give me the Bengals. Now, 6.5-point favorites, that's a little bit steep, but the Panthers, even with Andy Dalton, they look really good. Maybe they're not a JV team anymore. Maybe they're pushing a college football team. But give me the Bengals. Then we got the Saints at Falcons. Now the Saints, they choked against the Eagles, and Saints fans were not happy about it, especially with how depleted the Eagles' offense was, guys. Not what you want to see there. On the other hand, the Falcons, I'm watching them play pretty good offensively against the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football as we speak. Again, logic says go with the Falcons. The spread isn't out for this game while I'm predicting it, but I'm going to go with the underdog of the Saints, a bounce-back game. One of the reasons the Saints couldn't score points, Rashid Shaheed was shut down. Expect to see some volume out of him in this game in Atlanta. Saints upset the Falcons, in my opinion. Jaguars at Texans. Battle of the divisional matchups. AFC South. Jaguars, I'd like to see him performing against the Bills before I'm comfortable giving them an upset on the road against the Texans. Now, I know the Texans got dominated defensively by Minnesota and also dominated offensively by Minnesota. They looked really bad. No Joe Mixon. Maybe that's part of the reason, part of the problem, but Cam Akers honestly did all right receiving, not great running. I'll give him that. I think the Texans bounce back here in a big way against Jacksonville. Give me the Texans in a victory. -4.5. Broncos at Jets. I can't pick against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. The Jets have been looking really, really solid. They're 8-point favorites. Now, hold the phone here because the Broncos were just dogs in Week 3, and they came out and they destroyed the Buccaneers 26-7. So the 8-point spread's a little bit suspicious, especially against the Jets who let the Titans hang around, right? But I'm still going with the New York Jets money line. Vikings at Packers. This one, it's pretty simple. I'm going to kind of do a cop-out answer here. If Jordan Love's not playing, I know the Packers played really, really well with Malik Willis, but really their opponent was the Tennessee Titans. Not that impressive, and Will Levis made some mistakes, costing them to lose the game, really. Now, the Packers did look good, but not good enough to take on Sam Darnold. Scam Darnold and Justin Jefferson. As long as Jefferson's healthy, I know he might have dislocated his finger or something, right? The Vikings should win this one with no Jordan Love. Steelers at Colts. I've picked against the Steelers way too many times, and I've picked for the Colts way too many times. Now, thankfully, the Colts didn't let me down in Week 3. They did sneak by the Bears 21-16. The Colts, Anthony Richardson is a bum, certified bum. He's spamming the wide receiver 2 and 3, Josh Downs, Alec Pierce. Knock, knock, Michael Pittman's there and he's open. Pisses me off. Now, honestly, it hurts picking the Steelers, but they're 3-0, and Fields looked really, really good. And honestly, you pick the Steelers for their defense, and the Colts offense does not look like it has it together unless their name is Jonathan Taylor. Give me the Steelers in Indianapolis. Bit of an upset here. Now we have Rams at the Bears. Now the Rams, they just upset the 49ers, which is nuts. The Rams upset the 49ers heading to Chicago to take on Caleb Williams, who can't win a game for the life of him. And the Rams are underdogs. They're dogs, +1 in the point spread currently as at Sunday night going to Chicago. How can they be dogs if they just beat the 49ers? 49ers, even though they're injured, are a better team than the Bears. Give me the Rams right here. It is a bit closer. I'm not excited about the Rams. They have no receivers, but Stafford looked good, and so does Kyren Williams, guys. So give me the Rams. We got Eagles at Buccaneers. Philadelphia Eagles, no receivers, no problem. Squeaked by the skin of their teeth and beat the Saints. Saints, the offense just didn't show up. They were letting the Eagles hang around. Defensive type of matchup. Gotta go with the Eagles, though. The Buccaneers, I would have been a little bit more hesitant, right? The Eagles are going to be down some receivers and everything. Maybe no Devontae Smith, probably not A.J. Brown. But the Buccaneers look terrible in Week 3. Definitely a regression. It's in Tampa Bay. I think it'll be closer than people think, but give me the Eagles, 2.5 points. Patriots at 49ers. I know the 49ers just disappoint a lot of people. Calm down. It's going to be all right. 49ers -10. That is a steep line. I'll probably go Patriots +10, but I definitely think the Niners can win by 9. So do with it as you wish. Commanders at Cardinals. Haven't seen Jaden Daniels, but if they somehow beat the Bengals on Monday night, I'll be impressed with the Commanders, and I'll say this can be a closer type of matchup. As of right now, you got Cardinals -4.5. I like that spread, man. 4.5 point, favorites, and they look really, really good, guys. I mean, yes, they just lost to the Lions. They only scored 13. It was kind of a regression week, but really, they just hung around with the Detroit Lions. They've had a really tough schedule. Look at their team. They're 1-2, but they have a dog alpha wide receiver that can rely on them. Expect a big Cardinals offensive masterclass right here against the Commanders. Chiefs at Chargers. I'm currently watching the Chiefs struggle against the Atlanta Falcons on primetime television. Kind of weird. Los Angeles Chargers, no Justin Herbert, no win, no prediction. You're not doing anything the rest of the season as long as he's not your quarterback. Big Q, Quentin Johnson, honorable mention for the video. I can't even find the spread for this game, so I'm gonna make my own spread. Chiefs, they should be 10-point favorites, bro. The spread's not out yet, probably because the Chiefs are playing right now. But give me the Chiefs by 10. Browns at Raiders. Logically, you go with the Browns here. You go with the Browns over the Raiders. But the Browns just lost to Daniel Jones and the Giants. And Deshaun Watson looks terrible, which has me annoyed and mad. The Raiders, they just made me look foolish too against the Panthers. So really, this has to be a bit of an underdog pick. And it is an underdog. The Browns are 1-point favorites heading to Las Vegas. Gardner Minshew better bounce back or he's going to be demoted for Aiden McCarron, whatever his name is. Give me the Raiders here. Really, whichever team wins this game. Or if the Raiders lose, I'm never picking them again. If the Browns win, I'm still never picking them again either. So hopefully the Raiders win. Bills at Ravens. Sunday Night Football, and this is a game that I can get behind. We have the Bills, who are 2.5-point dogs, heading to Baltimore. Baltimore, guys, they're frauds. They played nice against the Cowboys. And when I say they, I mean Derrick Henry. He carried the team, put him on his shoulders, and 200 yards? Lamar Jackson, obviously, doing a lot with his legs, really showing off his mobility like we all know he can. I think the Ravens should be favored at 2.5 points, but gotta go with the underdog. The goal is to go 16-0, and scared money don't make money. We're going with the Bills on Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football, we have 2 games again. Titans at Dolphins. Titans are 1-point favorites in Miami. Now, the offensive failure that I just witnessed for Miami Dolphins with Tim Boyle as their quarterback, you can't pick the Miami Dolphins here. I know the Titans look terrible. I know their quarterback spams mayonnaise or whatever. Right? I don't care. Give me Tennessee. They're -1. We'll go Tennessee -1. Seahawks at Lions. The real Monday Night Football game is a pretty solid one, man. We got the Detroit Lions, who are 4.5-point favorites against Seattle. And Seattle's looking pretty good. They're no longer that 2-receiver, masterclass. Now they're really Jackson Smith and Jigba is looking really, really solid. I'm liking what they're doing. Maybe Kenneth Walker's back for this game. I'm still going Lions -4.5. But 4.5 is a little bit scary, but we got to ride with it. Those are the predictions for week 4 of the NFL season. We're going 16-0. Peace out. Thanks for watching.